What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another Q&A session that I'll be doing here today. And I'm sorry for putting this off for quite a long time. I actually kind of forgot that I needed to get these done. But I'm here today to answer as many questions as I possibly can. One day I'm just thinking of sitting down and answering every single question that I have on here. It may take me an hour, it may take me 2 hours. But anyway, moving on to the first question, which is a massive question, and it is Goku vs Superman. Now, I don't want to reveal too much on this because I do have a video planned for this in the future, and I don't want to give away too much, but just really quick, I'm going to say it could go either way, you know? Superman could beat Goku, and Goku could beat Superman. I know I've got a lot of Dragon Ball Z fans that are probably expecting me to say Goku would win, but in all honesty, all Superman needs to do is fly directly to the sun and just stay there. I mean, what's Goku gonna do? Blow up the sun? I do not see Goku blowing up the sun and killing everyone on Earth. That's just not Goku's style. But let's just say Goku and Superman were fighting in the hyperbolic time chamber where there is no yellow sun. Superman's gonna run out of power, and that'll be an easy win for Goku. So like I said, it could go either way, but 80-90% of the time, it's gonna go to Superman. So thank you to whoever asked that question. Now moving on to the next question, which is, can I do a standing backflip? And the simple answer to that is just no. I mean, if I tried, I'm pretty sure I'd snap my neck and I'd be in a wheelchair for the rest of my life. So, I mean, I'm probably not going to try it anytime soon. If I did, I'd probably die. So thank you to whoever asked that question. Now moving on to the next question, which is, who is your favorite Dragon Ball Z fighter? I really want to know. Now, that's a very easy question. It's a very simple question. My favorite Dragon Ball Z fighter as of right now is Vegeta. There's not much I can really say about that. Vegeta, he just oozes sickness. So moving on to the next question, which is, doesn't Guldo have the most powerful ability in the entire show? This question actually relates back to a video that I previously did entitled Dragon Ball Z Strongest of All, and within that video I pretty much stated all the unique characters that have different types of abilities that could potentially make them the most powerful in the entire show. So I will link that video down in the description below if you want to check it out. I pretty much went over everything there. And yeah, I guess Guldo does have a very unique ability. I don't necessarily think it will make him the strongest by himself. I feel like he can freeze time, but let's look at someone like Whis, who can pretty much reverse time. And if you want to actually look at how Guldo freezes time, he freezes time by holding his breath. And he can't do that forever. So thank you for your question, man. Now moving on to the next question, which is, if Broly was the Super Saiyan 4, do you think that Goku Super Saiyan 4 would win? And no, I'm going to be completely honest. If Broly somehow managed to turn into a Super Saiyan 4, and he was only fighting Goku Super Saiyan 4, Goku Super Saiyan 4 would stand no chance, and I'm pretty sure the reason that this person's asking this is because my background on Ask.fm is actually Broly staring down at Goku Super Saiyan 4. I just think that's an epic poster. So thanks for the question, man. Now moving on to the next question, which is, who do you like better, Whis, Beerus, Gotenks, or Vegito? So I'm going to rank these characters 1 through 4, 1 being the most favorite, 4 being the least favorite. So I'm going to rank number 4 Gotenks. I don't really like Gotenks that much, well, as a kid. If we see him maybe as an adult, maybe I'd like him more. Then I'm going to go Whis as number 3, Beerus as number 2, and Vegito as number 1. So thanks for that question, man. Now moving on to the next question, which is, have you ever been to that zoo that Steve Irwin owned? And the answer is yes, I actually have been to that zoo multiple times. You know, I didn't really appreciate it when I first went there, because you don't really appreciate stuff, you know, when you're a kid. You just go to places and, you know, it wasn't like a theme park. Everyone was like hyping up Australia Zoo, because that's what it's called, Australia Zoo. Like, it was like the best thing ever, and you know, I went there and I was like, this isn't, you know, it's not, you know, that good. I thought it would have like rides and it would have like roller coasters that you could go on, but then I realized it was a zoo, and it was actually, for what it was actually pretty good. So thanks for that question, man. Now moving on to the next question, which is, what is your favorite animal? Mine is the Siberian tiger. Now this is the type of question that you would just generally get asked, and people have asked me this before, and my answers have always kind of changed. I don't really have a favorite animal, but because I've never really thought about it, you know. I guess I really like lions, you know, like I really like the face of a lion, especially with that mane. And I really like eagles as well. Like, if I could be any animal, it would either be like a lion or an eagle. Like, because eagles, because they can fly, and lions, because they just look pretty sweet. So that would probably have to be my answer. So thank you for the question, man. Now moving on to the next question, which is favorite filler episode of Dragon Ball Z. Now, I mentioned this in my last video, which is my 11 Dragon Ball Z confessions. My favorite filler episodes of Dragon Ball Z was actually when Goku went to Otherworld, and he went in the Otherworld tournament against Pikkon. He met Alibu. That was like probably my favorite entire filler moment of Dragon Ball Z. I actually like to think that as canon, because that was actually really sweet to see. So we are flying through these questions, guys, and I think I'm going to end it off after this next question here, because it's getting pretty late where I'm at, and I feel like I'm just going to fall asleep any second now. So I'm going to answer this one question here, then I'm going to end it off, and I promise in the next Q&A session, I'll like do a really long one if that's what you guys want. So the final question here today is going to be Kwaman versus Rhymestyle. Now, I don't know exactly what this man means when he asks this question, if it's like a fight to the death, if it's like who makes better content. Well, if it was a fight to the death, we're gonna have to work it out like this. Kwaman, his favorite character is Piccolo, so he can represent Piccolo. Rhymestyle, I'm not sure what his favorite character is, but let's just use his Xenoverse character, which I'm pretty sure it's like Cellza or something, which is the fusion of Cell and Frieza. So it's pretty much just Piccolo versus the fusion of Cell and Frieza. Who wins? You decide. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this Q&A session. I will be back next time with a longer one, hopefully. But as always, guys, I will see you in the next Dragon Ball Z video.